how many sprays I recommend you apply for each of these popular fragrances. A lot of you guys do ask me how many sprays you would apply for a particular fragrance. You guys would be surprised by how many people do ask this. Now, I think I've been avoiding this topic for a long time because when any reviewer discusses the application technique and how many sprays one should go for, it can become a little bit touchy, if you know what I mean. A lot of people will say, you know, don't be a sissy sprayer, apply properly, 12 sprays minimum. And then there are guys like me who say, go easy on the sprays. I am that camp because I like to just say, I'm trying to be classy, let's say. I'm trying to have a classy amount of projection and not make my fragrance scream. I like to be discovered, not announced with my fragrances, but other people will just call me a sissy spray. So yeah, anyways, I've always avoided this topic, but I kind of think it's quite an interesting video to make. I want to just basically give my opinion, guys. This is just my opinion. However you guys apply your fragrances, up to you. Maybe you'll agree or disagree, but today I wanted to cover 21 popular fragrances and how many sprays I would apply for each of them. And it'll be interesting, if you guys want, you can write in the comments below for some of these fragrances, actually how many sprays you go for, or tell me if you agree or disagree with each of my recommendations. So we've got a 21 fragrance list that is quite varied, has some designers, some niche, different styles in here, and I'll kind of try to briefly justify why I'm suggesting a certain number of sprays. Of course, guys, remember when you're applying a fragrance, the theoretical ideal way to apply fragrance is to go have a shower, then moisturize your skin, and then apply on pulse points. I don't moisturize, guys, so yeah, do whatever you want. Number 1, Dolce&Gabbana's Light Blue Eau Intense. One of my favorite summer fragrances of all time. I go 3 sprays, one on each side of the neck and then one on the back of the neck. I like it on my skin directly because I like the way it mixes with my skin chemistry. And with these 3 sprays, I get a lot of compliments. It's quite a loudly projecting summertime fragrance, salty, aquatic, and attractive. So I've just found the 3 sprays is all you need, and you'll actually find that you leave a really nice scent trail as you walk through a corridor. So that's my experience with this. This is quite an old bottle, I think 2019 bottle, but it works for me, guys. So 3 sprays is what I recommend. By Kilian's Angel Share. I would recommend 4 sprays for Angel Share, one on each side of the neck and one on each inside of the elbow as well. It's a very elegant, beautiful perfume, and I think it's because it's such a nice special occasion scent that isn't too loud. You kind of just really want to be smelled with something like this, even if it's in a date. I think something like this won't really offend people, so I think you can be a little bit more liberal with the number of sprays. 4 sprays I think would be really nice. It will still smell classy around you. And I just think, yeah, it's one of those fragrances you really want people to smell because it's just so special and spectacular. 32% of people who watch School of Scent are subscribed to us. If you guys want to see our channel grow, to really help us out, click subscribe. Let's get that number to 40%. Thank you. Versace Dylan Blue. I think this fragrance has been reformulated. I go 6 sprays with this. I think it's gotten weaker, unfortunately. In my bottle, anyways, I had a tester of this, or I tested it in the store anyways, and it was much louder. It was like a medium to loud projecting fragrance over 8 hours. And now with this bottle, I'm getting maybe 6 hours with a soft and medium projection. It's quite sad. Maybe that's why I don't really talk about Dylan Blue anymore. But I think it's quite a safe fragrance. It doesn't go too loud, this formulation anyways, and it's a nice safe blue scent that 6 sprays would be fine. I wish it was a little bit stronger. You would need less sprays, but go for it and it should be fine. You can apply on clothes as well to improve that performance. Club de Nuit Intense Matte Eau de Parfum. Well, this still has strength. I'd say 4 sprays of the EDP here. I think it does the job fine. It's not too loud and it's very fresh, clean, smoother than the EDT, so it's not going to be annoying to people. It's not as screechy. It lasts a really long time, around 12 hours. So I think 4 sprays of this, you'll easily be able to smell it on you all day long. Chanel's Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. 4 to 6 sprays is what I recommend. I used to apply 4 sprays when I used to go to work with this fragrance, and I thought, it had a nice amount of projection, but it wasn't too annoying. And I worked with both colleagues and patients, and I don't think it was ever going to be an offensive scent. It's very clean, musky, and smooth. So you don't want to go too loud with projection here, but even if you go for 6 sprays, I just think it's such an inoffensive scent profile. I think you'll be fine. I think it has that strength to do it. At least my bottle does anyways. Hopefully it's not weaker now, but yeah, go ahead. I think 4 to 6 sprays will be fine with this fragrance. Moschino's Toy Boy. Such an affordable fragrance, such a creative fragrance, such a 10 out of 10, guys. Anyway, in my opinion at least. And I would say it's such a strong fragrance. You only need 2 sprays of Toy Boy. 2 sprays I think will get you compliments. I can smell this on myself over 12 hours easily. It lasts all day. It's a strong projector. That's why it's such great value for money. You can get a 30 ml, and I think it will last you a very long time. Versace Eros. This is the eau de toilette, and it depends on the situation and the context. If you're going on a date, I'd say 2 sprays max. Let's say you're a young guy going on a date, that'd be fine, I think. If you're going clubbing, go for 4 sprays. I think you'd be all right. I really don't hope that the bottle has been reformulated either, this eau de toilette, but 4 sprays is quite a loud fragrance. It'll still grab attention and turn heads. The Labo Santal 33. A fragrance that I love to hate on, and annoyingly this has really good performance. So it's over 10 hours longevity with a medium to loud projection. I'd say 3 sprays max for Santal 33, so you don't have to make people suffer too much with you, but also I think a lot of people underestimate how diffusive and expansive woody molecules can be. Woody molecules are very large, so some people actually go anosmic really easy or nose blind to some woody fragrances very easily compared to other people, depending on your nose's DNA. But you'd be surprised how much a cedarwood or sandalwood fragrance can really project and fill up a room. So I'd say 3 sprays is definitely all you need, 3 max. Dolce&Gabbana is the one eau de parfum. I'd say the perfect amount of sprays for this is 6 sprays. And a lot of people might say, no, you need to triple that. But a lot of people love to hate on the performance of this. I get 6 hours with a soft to medium projection. I think this does have some projection in the beginning. I think going more than 6 sprays would be a little bit annoying, but I think overall this is not an annoying fragrance. It's very safe. And I think 6 sprays get that safe spot of being something you can detect on your skin enough, but also at the same time you're not going to annoy anyone in the first hour of wearing this. The original La Nuit by Yves Saint Laurent. Go for 8 sprays of this. I think, after 8 sprays for most fragrances, I know this is weak, after 8 sprays you're not going to get much in my opinion. I think with 8 sprays you can do a good amount of coverage of different parts of your skin and on your clothing. So yeah, I think 8 sprays is what all you need, and just cover yourself with it, and then you don't have to overly spray this and potentially waste it. That's my opinion. This is going to be controversial, this part of the video, I know. Terre Hermès eau de toilette. 4 sprays is all I recommend. This is the old bottle, which is stronger. Maybe go for the Parfum nowadays if you want something that's longer lasting. I think 4 sprays is all you need. It's got some strength to it, but it's not an annoying scent DNA. It's actually very pleasant, very natural, and massively blended. YSL's Y Eau de Parfum. This is the most popular version of YSL's Y. I'd say 3 sprays. This formulation I have here, this is quite an old bottle. It has strong projection. So 3 sprays is all I recommend. You want to be fresh and clean with this DNA. You don't want to annoy people. It can be annoying with how synthetic this is as well. If you're using the YSL Y EDP Intense, which is the concentration I recommend, you only need 4 sprays. It's still a good performer. It's not as annoying, in my opinion, or as screechy as the Eau de Parfum. Versace Pour Homme. 6 to 8 sprays. I think you can go liberal with this fragrance. It's not annoying. It's very inoffensive, beautiful, clean, and elegant as well. It's a warm weather, freshy. So I think go liberal with the sprays and applying your clothing as well to really boost that performance. Creed Aventus. I got unlucky with my bottle. I don't think it's a great performer. I get like 4 to 6 hours, but I still say for most people, it really depends on your batch, but I think for most people you can go for 6 sprays of Aventus. It's classy, it's natural, it's not too annoying, it's fresh, clean, so 6 sprays is quite easy and you'll feel invigorated most of the day long, hopefully. Parfum de Marly's Layton. Now my bottle here, I think it's an older bottle. I would say go for 3 sprays. I get 14 hours with a medium to loud projection, or at least a medium projection. And I think it's quite a thick, heavy fragrance. It has an elegance to it. I don't think you want to ruin that by over applying, in my opinion. It can get a bit too cloying and sweet. I'd say maybe 3 to 4 max. If your bottle, let's say, is a little bit weaker, go for 4 max. I think you'll maintain that pleasantness and that good complement factor with Layton there without overdoing it. Prada L'Homme Intense. This is a loud, intense, elegant iris fragrance for the evening time. I think you only need 3 sprays, so you don't overdo it. You ruin that elegant effect that it's going for. It's a strong fragrance, 10 hours longevity with a medium projection. I would do 1 on each side of the neck and 1 on the back of the neck. Initio's Oud for Greatness. This is quite a strong fragrance and it can be quite annoying to a lot of people. I think it's not for everyone. It's quite a polarizing scent and it's strong. So I'd say 2 sprays only. It has this very photorealistic spice effect to it, which I think you don't want to kill too many people with. Xerjoff's Naxos. Beautiful, elegant, special occasion scent in my opinion. I would go for 3 sprays of Naxos. Again, I think it's a fragrance DNA that needs to be discovered and not announced. So I think 3 sprays, 1 on each side of the neck and the back, will really match the vibe this fragrance goes for. Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. I would go 4 sprays, 1 on each side of the neck, at the back of the neck, and 1 on the front of the shirt. A lot of people complain about the performance of Bleu de Chanel. I get 8 hours personally. I think it's pretty good. Especially if you apply on your clothing, you should be able to smell this all day. Paco Rabanne's Invictus. It's a classic DNA. It's fresh and clean. I'd go 4 sprays. It gets that sweet spot between having a nice fresh fragrance, but at the same time, it's got that bubblegum synthetic nature, which you don't want to go overboard with by overspraying, in my opinion. And lastly, Eros Sauvage. Now this depends on the concentration. If you're using the eau de toilette, I would say go for 3 sprays maximum, so you're not annoying the rest of us. And then eau de parfum, I say go for 4 sprays. It's a little bit more mellowed and cooled down a bit, so it's not as annoying. And then for the parfum, which I'm holding here, go 4 sprays as well. Elixir, maybe 2 sprays max. That's all I would recommend for that fragrance. And that concludes this video, guys. What are your thoughts on my recommendations today? I know this will be a controversial video, 100% guaranteed. That's why I was trying to avoid it for so long, but hopefully a lot of you guys found it useful, especially if you're the kind of guy who's trying to go for a similar approach with their spraying of fragrances in a similar way to what I do. You want to be discovered, not announced, let's say. But obviously some people go more liberal with the number of sprays they go for. So let us know your thoughts and your differing opinions in the comments down below, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our previous video on the best places to buy fragrances online. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.